How are you feeling?
Yeah, I feel good. We had a recovery session today, so ready for Tuesday semi-final. So it's good, yeah.
Oh, it's relentless for you, isn't it? Like game.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, coming fast.
yeah. You must love it though. You must love it. It must be.
Pardon? Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's something different. It's good. Like academy football is completely different, to first team football. Massive step up, first team football, and the games in here you haven't got time. 2-3 days rest. Another game comes along, and the most important thing is to get the win, get 3 points. Academy football is more develop, learn,
Yeah.
get better. You have time, but here, you haven't got as much time as people think. You've got to, be up to standards all the time in every game and every training session. Ready for the games that come thick and fast.
Yeah. I know you're coming from academy football as well, where you dominate most games, you get a lot of chances to sort of score, you're dominating possession and stuff like that. How have you found the sort of, battling for 3 points element and the physicality as well of men's football?
Yeah, so academy football, Chelsea is a really big, youth system, a really big academy. So, when we get into games, we tend to dominate. Keep the ball. I personally had a lot of chances in front of goal and a lot of shots, and you see a lot more of the ball and things. But when you take this step to first team football, it's completely different. Like as a striker, for me, you might get one shot a game or no shots even a game, and it's sometimes it could be quite challenging when you don't get a lot of the ball, like as you used to. So you've got to always be like on the move and proactive, ready to make forward runs because you're not going to have the ball at your feet all the time, So yeah, the physicality side as well is massive. Like the defenders here are really physical. They're really, they want to get up in your face. It's faster. Like the play, the speed of the ball is quicker. The technique is better, and yeah, like just I'm playing against grown men, so it's a massive step up from youth football.
I spoke to Johannes before this interview, and then he said that they fought really hard to get you into Vitesse and sort of convince you and stuff like that. Do you feel like grateful for the decision and also the trust that Vitesse have shown in you as well?
Yeah, I feel good. I had a long, conversation with my parents. Also, my agent Louis. I had a good conversations with them, and we spoke and we thought, yeah, what was the right and the best option for me. And at the end, I spoke with Johannes. I spoke with the coach at Vitesse, and I felt like, yeah, it was a good place to go. To start to develop because I know a lot of other Chelsea boys have been there, have been successful. Like Mason Mount's been successful when he went there. So I thought, yeah, it could help me out a lot. So yeah, I took the step there, and yeah, I'm happy that the Vitesse have shown a lot of trust in me. The coach trusts me, Johannes trusts me. To play and to perform on the pitch, and yeah, I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, my opinion is that you've kind of repaid the trust as well because like looking at your stats and strikers are measured on stats these days, and 9 goals, 2 assists. Are you happy with that return? How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I mean, so it's my first year of professional football. I'm 19 years old. I've missed, I would say, two big chances that I could have scored, should have scored. But I feel like it's better if I learn these things now, than in the future. So it's good that I learned it now that I'm young. But yeah, 9 goals, 2 assists is good, but I'm never satisfied. I want to score more goals and I want to get more assists and I want to keep tallying up my goals and things. But I think I've played, I think like 1,000 something minutes.
Yeah.
I've got 11 goal contributions, so it's not bad. It's good. But I always want to go, more. I always want to score more, and I want to assist more. So yeah, I want to do more.
And you mentioned Mason and the other guys who came here and stuff like that. Did you ask them advice and what did they say?
Yeah, so before I went to Vitesse, I spoke to Mason. When I was training with the first team, I spoke to Mace, and he was just saying to me like he had an amazing time there. He said he struggled for the first 3 months, I believe. He struggled for the first 3 months of the first half of the season, and then he said, yeah, he worked hard in training. He got one opportunity, and then he said he didn't look back. You know, he just kept on going, kept on working, and he just scored and assisted. And the manager played him every game. So he just said to me like, you know, you got to keep working. And he said games come thick and fast, and you have to mature really quickly. You know, in the world of professional football, you've got, you know, I'm living on my own, away from my parents in a different country. So he said you've got to really mature up quick, and you know, you've got to hit the ground running. So.
That's great advice, yeah, from a player who's really gone on to great things. But, you know,
Yeah.
when I was looking at, you know, your record, I've seen you play a lot in youth teams and stuff, and you know, there's a lot of excitement about you. But what would you say that your strengths are in your game, and what do you want to work on as well?
I would say my strengths are, I would say, I'm a good finisher. I'm quite fast. I would say I'm quite a fast player. Strong, and I'm quite good. I'm really good at 1v1. So I feel like I've got a lot of good attributes, but I feel like what I can work on a little bit maybe would be my heading. I would say, like attacking the ball in the box from corners or free kicks, or because I'm quite tall as well. So you know that could be an asset for me if I master heading. You know, and also I would say maybe I've improved it quite a lot over the years, but my left foot I would say is just to keep improving it even more. You know, get it to near to where my right foot is at. You know, and then I can go either right foot, left foot. You know, I can finish on both feet. I can be even more, you know, deadly in front of goal if I can use both, you know, to my advantage. So.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you know what the split is with your goals between head, right, and left?
This season,
Yeah, this season, yeah.
none with the head. I'm pretty sure. I'll maybe five, I think, or six with my right and three with my left.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah,
I
just
don't. I don't know. I think so.
nick yourself header and you've completed it really. But
Yeah.
yeah, I wanted to talk about you know, when you were growing up at Chelsea, like you've basically got the best football education I think that you could get really. I just wanted to talk about sort of life growing up at Chelsea. What was it like in the academy, and sort of do you feel like you've had the best possible education to get you to this point really?
Yeah, so like I said before, Chelsea is one of the biggest academy systems in Europe. So, you know, to be in a place like Chelsea is crazy, you know, because they've got some of the best coaching staff, some of the best, you know, football heads there. You know, they always look out for the players, try to develop the players and you can see there's a lot of players from Chelsea that have been successful, or even if they don't make it at Chelsea, they're successful in a different club. So, you know, like yeah, to be at Chelsea, I was there from a young age, from the end of under nines. I was there at Chelsea, so I've been there for quite a long time. I understand the system, and I've been with a lot of, you know, different coaches and things. So to be in a club like Chelsea is a big family, you know. And when we play there, everyone's supporting you, everyone's there for you. You know, do you have your ups and downs there? But you know, it's like I said, a big family. And to be at Chelsea, it's crazy, you know, to be in that kind of system with a lot of other amazing players. You would see like we'd be training on the pitch, and across the pitch you'd have the first team training, so you can even see, you know, the first team training. It inspires you want to get to the opposite the road, you know.
Yeah.
Opposite the road, and that's where you want to be. And we would even see, for example, well, we've got a match, you see the under 18s at the time was Mason, you know, Dom Solanke, Tammy, all these players, they would be playing on the other pitch. So you could see like, I want to get to that stage, and then when you get to that stage you want to say, I want to go to the first team. So like it's good because it's just, you know, all in one, and it's really good to help develop a player. So.
And you grew up in Slough, didn't you?
Yeah.
Do you remember how you got spotted? Because it's kind of a bit of away from Chelsea as well. Like,
Yeah.
remember getting
So
spotted?
yeah, I was I was I was at Slough, and I was born there, and I played for Burnham Juniors. It's a club in Burnham, and it's like a Sunday league club. And we had, I believe, a tournament, like a tournament against other other Sunday league clubs. And it was, I think, a Tottenham scout came down to watch the tournament, but he actually came to watch another player, You know, he didn't actually come to watch me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I performed on that tournament. I won best player of the tournament. I won top goal scorer of the tournament. So it was good, you know. And then the scout obviously came and spoke to my parents and spoke to me, and he said, "Oh, we'd love it if your son came down to, you know, try at Tottenham." So I went down to Tottenham, trained there. I think once I had one game, one training session there, I think, and then directly the head boss came down and said, "Yeah, we want him to sign for Tottenham." So I signed for Spurs, and then I had like, I think Fulham and wanted me as well. So at the time I chose to play for Tottenham, and then I think we had at the time we had a big rivalry against Chelsea. So yeah, when we went down to Cobham to play one day, and I remember I started on the bench. So, and Chelsea was like, because I supported Chelsea, I love Chelsea, so it was always my biggest game to play against Chelsea. I would love to play against Chelsea and beat them, just because, you know, I wanted to play for Chelsea. So when we went down to Chelsea, I started on the bench. So I was really angry. You know, I was like, oh, I want to play. Like, why am I on the bench? I want to prove myself. You know, and at the time, the big people at Chelsea were watching the game. So like the scouts and things. So I thought, yeah, if I come on, I can prove myself. You know, I want to get to Chelsea. And I remember coming on, and straight away as I came on, we was 2-0 down. I came on, I scored one, I assisted one, and straight away I was like, oh, I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, you know, we drew against the A team at the time. We had A and B teams, you know, and we drew against the A team, and then we went to the other side of the pitch to play against the other team, and I think we won 9-0, and I scored 7 goals. So I was like, yeah, it's good. And then the same day, I think Chelsea scouts came over and said, oh yeah, to my parents, yeah, he's a good player. You know, we'd love to have him at Chelsea. This, and then yeah, I of course I was like so happy because I love Chelsea, so I chose to play for Chelsea. I was like, yes, this is the club I want to be at. You know, this is the club I love. And yeah, from then I think it was the end of under nines. I just started there, and then I just carried on until now. You know, I've been at Chelsea, so.
How did it feel like?
Totally.
Did it feel like a big moment in your like life, or was it more just you were just having fun and seeing where football would take you? How did it feel at that time?
Yeah, I think when I was that young, I think it was more about enjoying myself, playing, you know, because at that age you don't quite understand yet, I would say,
Yeah.
you know, because I was quite young, 9 years old, so I don't really grasp everything, you know. I don't think, oh yeah, I'm gonna be the greatest player in the world or whatever, you know. But yeah, for me, I love to play for Chelsea. So when I played in those games, even when I put on the blue shirt, I was like, yeah, you know, I want to go out and enjoy myself, take everything from Chelsea, you know, learn, enjoy, and, you know, just see where it takes me. And as I went over, as I progressed, you know, through the stages in the youth teams and things, you kind of, you get to that age where you just realize, like, yeah, like it's still fun, you know, because it's your life, it's your job.
Yeah.
You enjoy it a lot, but you just like serious, you know, like,
Yeah.
I want to be, you know, a top player. I want to be a Premier League player. I want to be, you know, a world-class player. So